Can we take a second to appreciate how great our accommodation here in Jogja is? I really don't know what it is, but the people of Jogja really seem to know what they're doing.
Yeah, so this place is basically called 24 Staycation, and we really got lucky with this place, to be honest. I thought when I was booking it initially that €14 a night in Yogyakarta, I don't know what type of value you're gonna get for that, but this place is fantastic. You've got a strong Wi-Fi connection, you have a full kitchen that you can use at any time as well. You also have a bunch of public hangout areas where you can set up your laptop and do some work, which is super important for us because that's pretty much all we do.
But enough praise for our accommodation. A lot of you guys actually have been saying for us to go towards the Gunung Kidul area, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So let's go and explore.
For the first time in a very long time, it actually looks like it might rain today, so Naomi had to go back in and grab the rain ponchos. It's good that we have them because we do not want to be stuck somewhere in the lashing rain. Today from Yogyakarta, first off to Wonosari, and then I believe if we have time and if the weather goes according to plan, we're going to go and check out the beach as well. But now we're sort of, I don't know, maybe half an hour into the journey, and we need some benzene, and as always here in Indonesia you can buy it at the side of the roads, but I don't really see a person actually. Luke is currently trying to back up without getting killed. Is there even anybody here in the shop that could sell us the benzene? Oh yeah, there's somebody sitting down on the floor. Permisi, benzene? Okay, I think I woke them up. And it goes for 12,000 Indonesian rupiah per liter. So that's what's like 60 cents, maybe 70 cents. Something like that per liter at the moment, at least if you buy it off of these people at the side of the road. Sometimes if you go to the gas stations or something like that, I don't know, the price might be different. Not 100% on if it's more or less, but yeah. 1 or 2 bottles? Dua.
Botol dua?
Nice. Fueled up and ready. Yeah guys, Gunung Kidul, not too sure. I think we're still quite a little bit outside of where we need to go. It's a very, very hot day. It's also kind of overcast as well. But we're pretty much ready to go now.
And as much as we love Yogyakarta, we also love leaving Yogyakarta because of the traffic. So now we are finally somewhat outside Jogja and the traffic has calmed down a little bit. It's not crazy 4-lane streets anymore. It's just 1 lane and it's really relaxed now. Check this out. We have loads of rice paddies, sort of sour on. Oh no, this is actually not rice. This looks like wheat or something. Maybe it's wheat. I'm not 100% sure. And then there's corn over there in the distance. Really small, cute road. And a lot more enjoyable actually to drive like this than to drive in the direct sun and the direct, well, we're still driving in the direct sun, but not the crazy traffic anymore.
Yeah, it's nice to be on good country roads. The roads are definitely not as nice as the busy ones, but the lack of traffic makes up for the quality of the road, that's for sure. And
we have to go to the right in 200 meters, sorry.
200 meters to the right. Naomi is basically my instructor. I feel like I'm like a rally driver, and she's like telling me 100 meters right, 200 meters left, 100 meters left. And
we're just not as fast.
We're just not nowhere near as fast.
100 meters to the right.
Okay.
Oh, it's where the green thing is, with the arches, I think.
Sweet. I think this guy fell asleep in his car in front of me.
Maybe. That's actually the case with a lot of the streets here, because there's not like a crazy amount of streets. I mean, there's a lot of small streets, but like the larger ones that you would want to take to travel distances, there's always just like one or two of them, you know, and then you have like the scenarios where you just go straight for like 26 kilometers or something like that, and it's like, okay, not so like eventful, I guess, in terms of traveling, but you can at least enjoy the scenery.
Yeah, exactly. The number one thing for me, I think, about Indonesia, it's really up there at least, is just how scenic the areas are when you are going on a bike, for example, or maybe you're in a grab or anything like that. You can be in a very busy traffic situation, but you're almost constantly surrounded by some of the most beautiful scenery that you've ever seen. So it is just quite literally paradise everywhere. It's crazy.
So beautiful. Gunung Kidul. We arrived at a sign.
This is absolutely terrifying. Have a look at what's in front of us.
Yeah, we spoke way too early about the traffic situation. I think this would be actually a very nice street if it wasn't for this construction site. There's like one entire lane is just cut out, and they're sort of starting and stopping the traffic. Oh, okay. They're starting and stopping the traffic to let either side go through, basically, which is fine, but it's just a lot of traffic all of a sudden for like these very small streets. But now I think we're out of it, just now. Finally, yeah. We're going up though, vertically, like.
Yeah, we didn't. I did not realize that Wonosari is elevated, because you have caves, and then you also have as well beaches that are not too far around the Gunung Kidul Regency. But I did not realize that Wonosari was elevated. We've been driving up now for like half an hour.
But it's called Gunung Kidul. Gunung means mountain.
It means mountain, yeah. That's true. I didn't even think of that.
I guess we should have anticipated that part. But yeah, now we're back to a normal pace, and I think we're back to having a nice time on the road again.
Yeah.
Still a lot of traffic for a mountain. This looks like the street is supposed to go both ways.
Yeah.
But people are behaving as if it's just a one-way road.
Oh, it does go both ways.
It does go both ways, but everybody's just driving as if it doesn't. What is happening? No idea if we just got that on camera or not. I think I saw it too late. We're just now entered the city of Wonosari, and I believe, oh, it's so windy. I believe we're gonna try and find a place to have a coffee and maybe some breakfast, because we haven't had anything to eat so far, and we're sort of starting to get hungry. But yeah, welcome to Wonosari.
Yeah.
Seems to be a little bit of a sleepy village, like a quaint, smaller city. Let's say it like that. And we have to go straight in this roundabout.
Okay.
Oh, cool roundabout. Nicely decorated with the trees and stuff, no?
Yeah.
Trees and lanterns look nice.
Super nice. Okay, so we parked up here in the middle of Wonosari, Kota Wonosari, and yeah, there's not much going on around here. It seems to be pretty quiet, so we're on the hunt for something for breakfast. Now, I saw this from the side of the road here called Palma Cake and Roti. It might be an option for us. Maybe there looks to be a place beside it as well. It might sell some hot food too. Maybe a nice lemon tea. You know us, we always get a nice lemon tea. But yeah, it seems to be like a cake shop, and also cake shop and a warung.
Sorry, the lady was waving. Yeah, here at Schneeing, the cake and the roti shop, it doesn't look like you can sit down. So if you want to have like a coffee or something, I think the Ole Seemann
Perfect.
might be better.
Yep.
Better suited.
Let's do it. This place here is called Ole Seemann. Okay.
iced lemon tea they have.
Hello.
For drink, minuman. You want the iced jeruk or tea?
Jeruk.
Jeruk?
Es jeruk.
Jeruk panas. No, tidak panas. Es. And for food?
Punya bebek goreng. Ya?
Yeah.
Bebek goreng satu.
Goreng or bakar?
Goreng.
They have bebek lemes. Goreng?
Bebek goreng.
Oh,
Selfie, yeah. Yeah.
Aneka geprek apa? Ini ayam.
Dan bebek bisa.
Oh, mix. Bebek dan
It's a mixture. Okay.
Mau apa? Ayam. Mau ayam apa mau bebek yang?
ayam. Siang. Selamat makan. We found our space. Nice.
This is perfect. The whole setup here is amazing. I basically ordered a bebek goreng, so a fried duck. I'm not too sure how that's gonna even come, to be honest. Like if it's a whole duck or if it's like pieces of duck fried. Naomi got an ayam geprek, something that was very quickly one of our favorite dishes. Super tasty, very salty and spicy as well. We also got 2 ice jeruks, so ice orange juice. And just have a look at how amazing this is here. This is crazy.
The atmosphere is cool. Nobody really actually thinks that we were gonna have food here. I think everybody's sort of like, oh, what are these people doing here? I'm so thirsty. Oh my god. So happy that we finally have something to drink. Just trying to mix it because usually they put a little bit of sugar syrup somewhere in there, usually at the bottom. The jeruk, the orange juice and the syrup actually like it separates, so you have to mix. Oh yeah, lovely, amazing. Exactly what I need now. Me to mix for you.
Sure. Luckily we brought our power bank with us because, as a lot of you guys know, whenever we go on these road trips with a bike or something, we always try and bring the GoPro so we can vlog while on the move. And this heavier camera kind of does its own thing, but we definitely cannot use it when we're on a scooter. But luckily we have the power bank to charge the GoPro, so we won't run out of battery. We're also charging, Naomi's charging her phone, the GoPro, and a router that gives us Wi-Fi on the go as well. So it's a perfect situation right now, and now we're just waiting for our food.
Alright you guys, the food just came out. I got my beautifully looking ayam geprek. We also got a massive pot of nasi putih white rice. 2 different types of sambals actually. One of them is really dark red and one of them is sort of light red. Now I don't know, this one sort of looks more aggressive. It's also on the table now. Sorry about that. Oh, it's actually not spicy. I think probably that the lighter sambal is probably the aggressive one. Just looking at it, I thought it was going to be the darker one. And then we got some greens here. This here sort of looks like cabbage. I'm not too sure what this one is. Maybe it looks like maybe a basil of some sort? No, it's not basil. I don't know. Some green beans and cucumbers and so on as well. All of it is raw and fresh. And then we have Luke's bebek goreng. By the way, we also got these really cool plates. They're not your typical like ceramic type of plates. They're just like wooden woven type of a plate, and then you get a piece of paper on top of it, which is really, really fast for the restaurant. I guess if they have a lot of people, especially during lunchtime, they can just, you know, take the paper out, chug it away, and then put a new paper on the woven plate. Really cool. I've never actually eaten out of a plate like this. Really nice.
Now it's time to construct the plates.
Really hot rice.
Yeah.
You see how it's steaming?
Yeah.
I guess just a little bit of rice.
You gotta go hands here.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't sure with the sambal. How am I gonna get the sambal out? But I guess I'm just gonna, okay, go hand in. And definitely a little bit of cabbage, maybe. And a little bit of chicken. And then you can construct one beautiful bite. You just, oh, really hot. You just mix all of your components. Cabbage, rice, some of that beautiful chicken. There's already actually some sambal on the chicken. I don't know if you can see that there. This is one beautiful bite. Ooh. And the bright sambal is actually really spicy. Oh my god. It's so spicy. Super tasty, but really spicy. Oh.
Okay guys, so I have the bebek goreng, so fried duck, and I'm going to start off by adding some white rice onto my plate as well. Oh, and by the way, I just tried Naomi's ayam geprek, and she was not joking. They didn't give us the boule version this time. The last time that we had ayam geprek, it was just outside of Magelang, when we were on our sort of road trip to Magelang. I had ayam geprek for breakfast, and I was saying like, oh, it's not spicy at all. I don't know why people think that ayam geprek is spicy. But now, this one is not playing around. It is next level. Naomi said that her gums are hurting from the spice, and I tried a piece. I didn't really believe her at the start, but I tried a piece with some white rice, and my entire mouth is on fire right now. I'm gonna give a try of this duck here. It looks amazing. It's also basically duck that's coated in this stuff here, which I believe it's called creams, Kremes, and really light, crispy, fluffy texture on that. Super tasty. I'm just gonna basically place my duck here. It's really incredibly warm, so incredibly hot, sorry. Same with the rice as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of sambal too, very, very small amount, and mix that in there. And now in terms of the duck, I'm not sure exactly how to approach it. I think it's just basically rip it apart and try and give it a try, but wow, it is so hot. Steaming hot. I'm gonna see maybe if I can get a piece of meat here and then follow it up with some rice as well. Oh my god. The duck is very, very tender. It's incredibly hot. Like, feels like it just came out of the frying pan, which is not a bad thing. It's very, very good for us, because it means there's no way that we will ever get food poisoning if it's this hot. Everything about bacteria has been killed a long time ago. The flavor of that duck is really fantastic. I'm gonna try some rice. I need some more sambal actually. I didn't add enough the first time. I'm gonna mix it in here. Make a little sambal rice mountain. That's amazing. And these creams here, I kind of like the cherry on top, I guess. Just adds a bit of texture into the situation. I'm gonna try some of the creams with the rice and the sambal, obviously, as well. Oh. Fried duck with sambal and rice for breakfast. That's something that you don't typically hear about, but not in Europe anyways. This is fantastic.
My mouth is still on fire. I'm just sitting here trying to breathe through the pain. Oh my god, it's so spicy. Spicy.
Guys, the duck here is really fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful dark meat with the rice and sambal. And a little sprinkle of those crispy creams on top. Krispy Kremes.
Are we having donuts now?
Really amazing. We just ordered 2 coffees and they just came out and they look exceptionally good. After these coffees, we're going to make our way from Wonosari down towards the beaches of Gunung Kidul. I think it's another maybe 40 or 45 minutes on the bike. So we're spending the majority of the day, unfortunately, on a bike. Naomi's ass is numb, my ass is numb as well. But it's a part of the journey, I guess, and I'm very excited now to have this coffee as well.
Cheers to our bottoms. Nice one. She actually didn't add sugar. It's the first one. It's the first. Usually, I always say no sugar, but I think I say it incorrectly. I actually say no sugar, tidakula. So, but you have to say like little sugar or something. But I don't know the word for it. So I always say tidakula, and people are like, nah, she doesn't mean that actually, and they always give us sugar, but she actually understood what I meant. Very impressed.
Jerman.
Jerman. Ya.
78 jadinya. Oke.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Marty.
Very affordable.
Very affordable meal, 70,000?
78,000. 2 iced Yooke, 2 black coffees, 1 rice and fried duck, and 1 ayam geprek. 78,000. Yeah.
78,000, that's really not bad at all.
€4?
Yeah,
It's about 4, yeah.
that's great.
Really good.
We're gonna go now and get back on the bike. We're gonna make our way in the general direction of Pantai Baron, I think. We're not too sure if we're gonna even make it there before it gets dark. Right now it's around 2:30 or 3 p.m. It gets dark every day here, roughly around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So we should be okay, maybe.
We will be okay to go to the beach. Like we will be at the beach in the light, in the sunlight. But then when we go back, it will probably get dark on our way back to Jogja.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Alright.
At least it will be less hot. Yeah, fantastic meal. Really, really amazing value as well. And we're gonna make our way towards Pantai Baron. If we don't make it there, it's gonna be an adventure anyways. I'm sure we're gonna stop in a couple of the villages and stuff like that along the way. But here we are, guys, Gunung Kidul, a new place and a new adventure. Let's get back onto this bike.
After going through a few more of those large construction sites, we're actually outside of Wonosari now, and the area is a lot more sort of embedded into nature. It's very beautiful to look at, actually. Have a look. Whew. Just made it into another one of these smaller villages where everything seems to be sort of just around the one big street that sort of crosses through the village. Oh, careful. What? It's so nice here. Wow. All of these little villages are actually areas where I could really like imagine living somewhere in the future. I'm not so much of a city person. Luke is much more of a city person. I'm more of a village person, I guess. And yeah, these smaller villages are really the places where I see our future. Luke probably sees it more like in Jakarta or some like larger city, probably.
Somewhere like Bandung. I love Bandung. I love Yogyakarta as well. It's a beautiful place. Yogyakarta is perfect because you're surrounded by places that are like this. So you have the option of both. You have the convenience of the big city, and then you also have places like this. Look at this behind me here.
Wow. Looks like they're getting the fields ready for rainy season, I guess, to start planting the rice. Other than that, like there's really, you have these like small villages every now and then that you go through. And other than that, it's pretty much this the entire time. You have like a lot of larger forests that are sort of untouched, and then smaller villages. Hello! And Indonesian people being confused as to what the two bule gilas are doing out here. That as well, a lot of that. What a cool place. My God, so beautiful. These fields actually that you see here in the area, they are worked on manually, still manually. There's not a whole lot of machinery going on. Usually if you do see people that have any sort of tools, it's usually like attached to a water buffalo or something like cow or something that can pull sort of like a metal or wooden type of tool. But the majority of places actually still do it by hand. At least here in surrounding Yogyakarta, I guess. Also Batura then was also very manual labor, right?
Yeah, pretty much all of Java and Indonesia, you're gonna find it's manual. Obviously, it's just the way it's been done for, I want to say, decades, centuries at this point, and it works. So why not? Like, it's obviously a lot of extra effort. But I think the reward at the end is what matters most to the people around here. And hello! There was a woman literally in the middle of her field doing something, I don't know what, but she was very surprised to see my face.
I think
looking down at her.
Yeah. I think what they're doing at the moment is loosening the ground in order to put the seeds in.
Yeah.
That's what it sort of looks like. Because the fields that are already ready, like this one here, the soil looks very loose, and this one here looks very firm. So I think they're just loosening the soil. Sometimes only one person of a group sees us, and they're not saying anything to the other people, and then I feel like in half an hour or so they're gonna be like, do you know that there was like two bullets just drove past, and the others are just not gonna believe it. They're just gonna be like, nah, you're talking nonsense. Check this out. Can you imagine living here?
Wow. Unbelievable.
Just wedged into absolute beautiful nature. The people here, a lot of times they don't know how good they actually have it.
Yep.
I think it's difficult to appreciate if this is your only experience. It's probably difficult to appreciate.
Wow.
Because I come from a smaller village actually in Germany. It's called Erkrath, Unterfeldhaus. I know, very descriptive. And I didn't like the experience at all. I really hated, like when I was younger, I really hated living in a small village that is sort of focused on potato farming or roots and beets farming and stuff like that. And I never really liked it. And then when I left to live in larger cities and then eventually moving to Dublin, I started appreciating what I had. But don't tell this to my mom. I know my mom is probably watching this video going like, aha, I knew it. But yeah, don't tell her. When I was younger, I was always like, I am a city person. I am such a city person. I hate being in the villages. This experience is not made for me. Yes, it is made for me, and I should have appreciated my own experience a little bit more. That's why I'm saying it's difficult to appreciate small village life if this is your only experience. You have to compare it to something else, right?
Pantai Baro. Wow. We made it.
Satu orang 10,000.
Yeah.
10. Let's see if they have a tourist price or not.
We'll see. Sometimes being a bule means you pay a little bit extra.
But in the untouristy areas, it's usually fine.
Yeah. Makasih banyak.
Ya, terima kasih.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah,
No tourist price. It's very uncommon.
it's a nice feeling. Let's go and check out this area. Apparently this area is a fisherman's village and a beach as well, so perfect for us.
Weep weep. Sorry.
Yeah.
I take.
Kampung Baron.
Kampung. Oh, Kampung Baron. Art resort, restaurant and guest house. Oh, you can also stay here.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So if you guys like the area, you can stay here. I'm pretty sure you still need a scooter though. We go sort of right.
Okay.
Hotel Bintang Baron. Looks closed. Looks a little closed. Pantai Baron. Rumah Makan. So restaurants also. But there's also a goa. There's also a cave in the area.
Yeah, apparently Gunung Kidul is known for fishermen, caves and beaches. This is literally like a dream place. It kind of it looks like Bali everywhere. Even though neither of us have been to Bali, but I imagine that this is what exactly it would look like.
I mean, we've seen a lot of videos about Bali, so we can sort of imagine it, I guess. Ah, it looks like this is like a fish market, or?
Yeah.
This looks like maybe every now and then they might have a market, a fish market. In 100, yeah. What? I don't know.
Motor.
Parkir motor. Wapi.
Whoopie.
Wapi.
Makasih.
Terima kasih. Oh, there's still a fruit market. I love fruit markets. Oh, look at the amount of bananas. Wow. Parkir Pantai Baron. It said there to the right. Nice.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay. Oh my god.
Wanna hop off?
Yes, I'll hop off. Oh, yo. I'm too old for this. Cool area with the markets. Wow. Oh, a guy is coming over already for parking.
Hello.
Pay now or after?
What?
Pay bayar now?
Ya, sekalian.
Now.
Okay.
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 Thank you very much.
Makasih.
Sama-sama.
So guys, Pantai Baron. This place is very interesting. It seems to be, like I said, a bit of a fisherman's village. So you do have fishing boats quite literally everywhere. If you can see those behind me there. And you also have a very interesting setup here. It's basically a beach that's in the middle of two rock formations. And then you have a separate beach away from the frontal facing beach that is basically separated from a stream of water that sounds like it's coming down from somewhere over here. And it basically has made this mangrove type of a situation almost. There's actually a guy fishing over there. And apparently they will take you across this place, or you can probably swim if you come equipped and you're ready to swim. You can definitely just swim across or walk across to get to that beautiful beach. And I'm sure one of these guys will take you across. It'll probably take them like 5 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I actually read just there on the sign that they have a fresh water source just over there somewhere in a cave. It was called a sacred cave, but the name was unfortunately not mentioned. Any hoosers. The fresh water comes out of there somewhere. It comes down the mountain, forms this river of fresh water, and then fresh water and salt water are meeting over there at the other side of the beach. Now, I don't think that you can actually walk over. I think you do have to swim, but that means that you cannot bring anything with you.
Yep.
So it's probably better to bring some money with you and pay one of the fishermen here to drive you across for 2.5 seconds. It's really not that far. Like, if you can jump really far, I'm sure you can just jump in here and then just do this 2 times, and then you're over. Like, it's not a difficult passing or difficult crossing or whatever. And over there it actually looks really cool. It looks a little bit like a surfer type of beach. Like, there's quite high waves over in the distance.
But yeah, you sort of have to make a decision then, like if you want to go over there, and because there's there's nothing over there. There's no beach cafe or restaurant or anything. So if you are over there, you are committed. You're gonna stay there until somebody's gonna pick you up. Just be aware. So we're probably gonna stay on the side and enjoy maybe a coffee or something in a restaurant. Very alternative ways of getting across here. Feels a little unsafe, but it is stable enough to carry us, I guess.
What an experience. This place, Pantai Baron, is really something different, something unexpected. I read online that it was a fisherman's village, but I didn't realize just how beautiful and untouched and authentic this area is. From the entrance fee, this is well worth it. If you do rent a scooter, make sure to come and check this place out. You get to see there's probably around 100 fishermen or so that are getting in and out of their boats and prepping their boats. I think they're going to go out for an evening of fishing now. They're probably out early in the morning and then in the evening as well. And God knows what they're catching. I'm sure there's plenty of action going on. Indonesia is a perfect place to be a fisherman. But the boats are incredibly interesting, the way they're constructed. The whole culture here is so beautiful, and there's also a market just over behind here that we're going to go and check out now and maybe see if we can buy some fresh fruit or something like that. And that freshwater stream was mind-blowing. It's incredible just how clean and clear that water was. This place is perfect. Let's go and see if we can buy some fruit.
Mangga yang mana? Sawo.
Berapa? 1 kilo?
1 kilo 10.000.
10.000?
Oh.
You want to have a kilo for 10,000?
Yeah.
Mangoes?
1 kilo.
1 kilo, silakan.
Yang ini apa yang ini?
Oh, more ripe. Ini. Yeah. For eat now. I don't know how to say now in Bahasa.
Yeah, true. How do you say eat now? I don't know.
Makan now.
So this here is the sellers of buah, which is fruit. Lots of fresh mangoes and bananas and stink beans and everything really that you can buy around here.
1 kilo lebih tak kasih.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
50,000.
5 plus
15.000.
50.
50?
Yes.
Not 15.
Or maybe 15.
I don't know. 5
I don't know.
plus?
Just put it on the calculator and sure.
I don't know.
15 tu segini.
5 plus.
Segini.
15.
Yeah.
See, I told you. I was like, 50 is never 50. It's way too much. Math. Numbers difficult. It's the one thing we always ask how much, but we never understand the answer. It's a problem. Okay.
Ya, ini ya.
I hope I have small money. I have 20.
50.
Terima kasih banyak.
Ya.
15.
Ya.
Makasih.
Makasih.
Ya, mari.
In bahasa 5 plus.
15.000.
15.000.
Ya, 15.000.
Oke, makasih.
Sawo. Bisa.
Avocado.
Avocado. Advokat.
Advokat. Ya.
No, they're quite small. Maybe if we take a few and eat it like immediately.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's have a look. I don't know how much
They
it
look
is.
good. Are they ripe?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of them are very ripe.
Yeah.
Some of them are sort of semi-ripe. Like
Maybe
a
just take like 4 of them, yeah?
I have been looking for good avocados for a while now, but it's actually difficult to find ripe avocados in the store.
Yep.
So it's better to buy them in the fruit markets. Okay. Punya plastik. Punya sini kita. Mango nanti lah anu. Pak, jangan lupa pakai detik kecilnya nih, Pak. Oh iya. Oke. I'm so happy actually that we finally were able to buy some fruits, because I feel like, I don't know, in the area where we are located at the moment in Jogja, they don't really have fruit sellers, and we have been sort of going to the larger supermarkets like Hypermart or whatever, but they don't have ripe fruit. They always have the fruit, you know, that you have to put like on the table for like 2 weeks and then you can eat it. So, but we don't have that time. So now we have I don't know, a good 3 kilos probably of fresh fruit that we're going to be able to eat as long as we are in Jogja. I'm really, really happy with this, and so affordable as well. And as always, we're able to support the local community, which I think is the most important part. Obviously, buying in a hypermart is nice as well. You're going to support Indonesians in general, but not so much the locals. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, and it was a lot cheaper as well than if you were to go to a supermarket. So like for the bananas, for example, 15,000. Look at how many bananas we have. 15,000 for that.
Yep.
That's like it's more than a kilo, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I think in the hypermart it's like 22,000 or something for bananas.
Yep.
Not sure, something like that. Yeah.
Really amazing value. Very positive, great experience here at Pantai Baron. The sun is starting to set, so I think we're gonna hop back on the scooter and spend maybe another 2 hours or so heading back home. So my ass is numb.
Now I know why everybody is selling mangoes. There's all mango trees here.
Yeah, they literally
probably taken them off the trees.
Yeah, literally they're growing what they're selling.
I really want to eat more sawu. I think in English the fruit is called sapodilla or something. But every time I eat it, it's like the same as kiwi. My mouth starts to tickle, so I'm not sure if I might be a little bit allergic to it. So I'm trying to like eat a sawu every now and then, but like, you know, once a week or something. You're blinking left.
Ready to go?
Ready to go. Whippy. Oh, okay. Sorry. 1.4 kilometers to the left. Come on, you bushes, go over.